Hello, and welcome back. There is a plane in the background. Did you know that they can use planes to send sonar waves towards people? I was reading an article about it the other day. Like if they want to, it's kind of like the big phone towers that they're calling the 5G towers or whatnot that are popping up every single block, like coffee shops. That even those are supposedly, when they turn those on or whatnot, that's what caused the whole viral thing that we had to stay indoors for, because it causes sickness. This is all stuff that I've read about. They're all theories. I'm pretty sure that they're even patented, so if you want to check the patent on it, you're more than welcome to. It's public knowledge if you want to do the research. But anyway, back to the airplanes. Not only are they doing the whole chemtrail things, which was thought to be a conspiracy theory at one point until it actually came out as being true. That was fun, because I was mentioning it and people just thought I was like one of those people who don't know what they're talking about. I love that. That happens a lot. It's like I'll say something and people look at me like, come on now. And they label you as something, but then it comes out as the truth, and now they want to look at you like, oh, who are you? How did you know that? Because I read and I consider, you know? I'm like anyone else who does it. Anyhow. Put them all in there, separate places, so that way if there's any combination that comes out, we know that it's a combination that really is wanting to be heard or seen. Oh, boy. As mentioned in my last story, I did add some more cards, probably like 6 or 7 more cards to the stacks. I can't believe how hard it is to shuffle these now. The cocoon really wanted to be seen, so there's some kind of transformation happening, some strength that is being gained. Maybe because of this situation. Maybe because the planes are flying high. I'm hearing, take those, but I don't want to take those. If they come out again, then we'll take those. I know I'm not being a good listener. I'll take those because they're sitting right there, and I'm trying to be a better listener. And watch, I wasn't supposed to take those. Doesn't matter, I guess. It is what it is. So when I'm saying I'm hearing, it's just my thoughts. I don't know if anyone else just has thoughts that come in, or if it's just if people don't have thoughts. I don't know how that works for everybody. But I'm learning when people say certain things, it's kind of meaning certain things, and maybe it's like what I see as being like a normal something, where other people are like, no, that's not normal. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought everybody was the same for the longest time. We've got the camera, someone's taking pictures or making record or keeping memories. Light of things that maybe were done in the shadows. Things could be being illuminated. And zipper uncovered. All right, what are we recording and what's been done in the shadows that we don't already know about? We've got a new day. Things are being uncovered in the new day. So maybe tomorrow we'll hear more about it. It's a new day. I think the year of the fire horse is coming in actually tomorrow. So maybe things will be more illuminated or brought to the surface once that comes in. The horse is a symbol of like chivalry and winning the war and things of that nature. There's the 3 different horse colors, the black, the white, and the red, and they all have different meanings, but I don't remember what those are right now. If we get the horse out, then we'll know. We've got the well here. The gossip card. The resources, the mineral deposits. The well of knowledge. Emotional depth. We've got the boomerang. Things are coming back. Things are returning. Whatever was said is going to be brought to the surface. Whatever was done. The well card is also, it always makes me think of the women at the well. When people were accused of things and they would throw stones at the prostitutes because they were accused of being a prostitute. But the thing is, it's like so many times, I mean, how many times have you heard stories where girls or guys are like in a relationship and they had no idea that their other person or their significant other was already in a relationship, and so now this person's being labeled a prostitute and they had no idea. Like how is that fair? Or the fact where the significant other, the one that's learning about the betrayal, is now all of a sudden mad at that third party. It's like, and the third party didn't know. It's like, how are you going to go and fight the third party when it was the person you're with who was the problem and the issue? Had they not gone out and found somebody else, that third party wouldn't even be involved. I mean, there are some people that will go and they go after people who are already in relationships and they want to be the third party or the third wheel. In those cases, maybe you can be upset with them, but on the other hand, if your significant other was happy, then they wouldn't even be tempted by it. They'd be like, no, I've got it too good at home already. So in that case, you need to maybe look into yourself and what it is that you're actually bringing to the table. I don't know. Unless the person just is so, your significant other is emotionally immature and they want to have more than what? Lucky. And they want to have more than what they already have, or they think the grass is greener somewhere else. I don't know. Alrighty. I guess that's your business, right? I'm sure you'll figure it out if that's the case. I don't know why we're harping on that. Maybe it was just my soapbox. Okay, we've got our lucky card that is not written in. In this case, because there's no picture of luck there, I'm saying someone's luck ran out. Maybe your luck is returning. We've got the butterfly. The last story, we had the cocoon. So the struggle has been done. Now it's time to fly off into the world and the cycle of life. Allow the cycle of life to happen. Maybe someone's taking pictures of butterflies. Fellowship. Evolving through fellowship. Their community. Perhaps they're going to a church or a temple or something. They're finding their community, their fellowship, their people, their group. We've got drain. Maybe someone was transformed because of a church. A drain on their belief systems. Perhaps it's changing someone's belief systems. Belief systems are usually things that you gain from an organization, from your family, from tradition, from generations. These are the things that you believe. Perhaps someone is putting a stop to the things that they used to believe, right? Allowing those things to go down the drain. Maybe they're changing their belief systems, or maybe someone was saying that someone else's belief systems are down the drain and they're not even really, they don't even believe the things that they believe. Or perhaps, and that's because everything that's been going on is coming back. Perhaps the church is trying to drain somebody's belief systems. Maybe someone's not religious, but they're a spiritual person, and they're trying to say being a spiritual person and not religious is not okay, because someone has evolved. We've got the finish, completion. The drain on one's belief systems is finished, and that's under the well as well. As far as we were talking about the whole prostitutes and the gossip and everything else, that's done and finished. Could have been some kind of competition. Maybe someone was competing with the church. Time to let it go. Whether intentionally or accidental. Sometimes you don't want to let go of your balloon, and an accident, you just let it go, and you're like, oh man, and you watch it fly up into the air, and you're like, well, I guess that's done. Maybe someone is being let go from a fellowship, or from a group, or from a church. Someone's being let go. Hoot hoot. That's our owl card that wants to say something. Someone who's wise. They've got their back towards the let go and the finish. Someone's definitely leaving. Someone's walking away. Maybe let go of what was being said. Maybe someone's not listening to this individual anymore. The ram, it could be an Aries. Someone could have been trying to ram their belief systems or their thoughts or what had happened onto somebody else. Ghosts. They're walking away from the ghosts, or they're hoping to walk away from the ghosts. And we've got the ghosts and ghouls underneath the fellowship. So maybe they were in some kind of cult or coven that deals with the spiritual world. Who dealt with people who have passed on. The Aries always wants to be first, or they like to be first. Maybe they're going to be the first to go for taking a gamble. We've got the dice there. Taking a gamble, rolling the dice. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Maybe they're trying to roll the dice with not saying anything, wasting resources, giving credit where credit is due. Thomas Edison could have something to do with that. Success. Ear. Hearing. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And that's underneath the saying card. Somebody is saying something. Are you hearing that? There's success here. Why am I so stumped right now? Maybe what I'm saying, maybe what I'm saying is helping someone else. Somebody's lucky because someone actually stood up and said something. They let go of all their beliefs. They let go of their fellowship. They let go of the life that they knew prior to. And now they're coming out to say something. They want to talk about the spirits. They want to talk about maybe the computer work that was done. They're going to throw the dice. They're going to come in and they're going to say something because they stand for no evil. They're going to talk about the wasted resources. It's telling the evil spirits, the evilness, the spirits, the gambling spirits are telling it to go. Again with the first card, success, first place. Hearing, listening. Listening to the universe. The universe creates the world, right? The universe brings all the color to the world, all the different nationalities. The rainbow. We've got two rainbows here. The promise. Confirming promise and promise. The promise was, I will not flood the lands again. The promise is that there's a rainbow after every storm. Someone's getting a double dose of rainbows. Because they were successful. They gave credit where credit was due, perhaps. They stayed in the positive. They stayed in the love. They stayed in the good graces. They believed in the promise. They listened to the promise. The 8, for eternity, forever, infinity. Could be the August. Anyone born in August. Something could have happened in August. Could be the 8th house. Hey Google, what is the 8th house?
The 8th house in astrology is often called the house of transformation, as it deals with the deeper, non-visible layers of existence. Its core themes involve profound change, death and rebirth, both literal and figurative, and shared resources, like inheritances, taxes, and a partner's finances. It also governs deep emotional intimacy, secrets, and the occult. Would you like to hear about the specific financial aspects it covers, or maybe how it relates to emotional depth?
No, thank you. Well, that's interesting, right? That's on lock. That's secure. The bread. Confirming, I'd say the finances of it is secured and locked down now. Take a break, a pause, a moment. Got the squirrels chatting outside. Hospital. Take care, a place of care, a place of healing, a place of taking a pause, recuperating to heal. Next card out is professional. Maybe this all has to do with a professional at a hospital, like a doctor, a nurse. Maybe it's a nurse who is coming out and they're saying something Maybe someone's going to see a professional at a hospital. Someone is listening to a professional. The overall is the clubs, a group, an organization. Kind of looks like an island as well. Secluded. Rest and relaxation. Maybe, again, with the hospital, trying to heal. A professional healer. Clubs is confirming this fellowship card. Fraternity, there's meetings that happen at the golf course. You have to be a member. The siren's going in the background. We've got splitting the deck here with bathtub. That was in our last reading as well, our last story. Letting go of what was said. The well was in our last story. We had the cocoon in our last story with the butterfly. We had the dice in our last story. We've got the bathtub. Pulling the plug on the clubs. The money is secure. All the parts are coming together. Time to take a break, to heal, to relax. Maybe someone wants to just go play some golf, for Pete's sake. Maybe someone wants to have a membership to a spa. I don't know. Let's go to our words. We've got peace coming out at the top. I guess putting peace on the drain of it all. Someone could be letting go, walking away from their old belief systems that they had with a fellowship group of some sort. Maybe this fellowship was a little bit extreme, right? With the ram, it's like protecting the ancestors. The ram protects their flock, so maybe they were trying to protect their ancestors, the things of the past. Maybe they were trying to protect someone by ghosting them, and so they had to kind of take that gamble of not speaking to that person or seeing them. So that way they could investigate the wasted resources. And now they've been successful at doing that because they were listening to the universe about the promise of this money being secure. And now it's time to kind of take a load off and kind of loaf around, maybe take a break, heal, maybe talk to a professional about what to do going forward. A lot of rest, relaxation, R&R. Maybe someone is able to afford to join a country club now. Maybe they'll be in that price bracket. There were pictures taken in the shadows, uncovering. Message upside down. No message, unknown. The message is unknown? No message. The person who did all of this is unknown. Could go with the ghosting with no messaging. Healthy healing goes with the hospital. What we were saying about healing confirms that. Uh-oh. We've got V on the floor. The initial V as in Victor, Versace, Vice. We've got oops, empty, oops as far as letting go. The 3 is upside down, no ground, not reversing, spiritual. Maybe someone was trying to reverse everything that it was that they had done. Everything that was coming back to them, they were trying to reverse it. They're not gaining any ground on that. No 3. Is it more than 3? Less than 3? It's not religious. It's not the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Their mistakes, they made empty mistakes. They didn't gain any ground. So definitely someone was ghosted with the no messaging. Unknown. What's to come is unknown. The spiritual unknown. Maybe they didn't know someone was spiritual. They didn't know that someone had. They didn't know. They didn't know someone believed in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, perhaps. These are all blank so far. Target. Oops, target. We've got oops again. Coffee upside down. Dragon upside down. Rose right side up. Change upside down. Lyrics right side up. They're changing their song and dance. Coffee's in the morning, so new day. It's not going to be in the morning. It's going to be in the evening time. This person is a rose. Stop and smell the roses. They're not a dragon. They're not having to fight any more dragons. The target and then the oops. We've got oops. We had the word oops and it's on top of the oops. Yeah, they picked the wrong target, folks. They're changing their song. We've got change here, upside down. And lyrics. They're changing what was said. No change. No coffee. No caffeine. No pep in their step. No energy. No more fight left with the dragon. This is oops, target, oops. Yeah, double oops for sure. I think that sums it up. Maybe this initial V is the one that made the oops. They thought something was going to be super easy. And this initial V is part of a club or a fraternity or likes to play golf. I wanted to put it up there, but I can't grab it. There we go. So we can make sure that's loud and clear. Did it bend? It sure did. Looks like V was harmed in the process. Maybe their ego, but they're changing their tune. With that said, make it a great day. Take care.